Oh my gosh. 9:30 a.m. and we have made it to the Redwood complex. This is a 6-foot saw. And looks like it's gonna work. This will be the biggest tree I've ever cut. I have to limb all that out. This is the vegetation tunnel I cut last time I was here. It looks like a lot of people have used it. Alright, let's get to work. Alright, so talking through the cut plan. Take all those limbs off. Debark this guy. Man, it's big. You see the top fell off right there. I have to debark this guy in 2 locations. Make 2 cuts. And then it should, in theory, we can roll it off the trail. This guy's big. This log here definitely makes it more complicated because this redwood tree is going to prevent this other one from rolling as easily. Let's see here. It is touching there. So if we cut this one out first, we can make a path for this one to roll out. Decisions. I think that's going to be the way to go though. We got this madrone here that's going to have to come out too. So what I'm thinking, if you're on this side, I'm standing on this like relatively baby redwood compared to this, you know, older growth. So limbing this off, and this is where I'd like your feedback, because I'm thinking if we don't take this out first, there's no chance we're going to be able to roll it.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And so we need to figure out how to safely get this out.
Also, this could be a really good roller.
It could be.
So
if we cut it right, for sure.
Well, so what's the first thing we do?
We'll limb all this out.
Yes.
And clear our workspace.
Yes, yes.
I made a little tunnel over there the last time I was here, but we won't use it today. We'll just clear all this out.
Since we have the big axe, sometimes it's easy to limb with the big axe.
I'll give it a shot. How old do you think this one is? Say 150 years at least. An axe is a great way to limb a redwood. The wood is surprisingly soft, and one well-aimed strike of the axe head will snap a wrist-sized limb off like a toothpick. A much more efficient use of energy than hand sawing the limbs off. Each of the several limbs needed to be moved off the trail into its own debris pile, or one large debris pile. We also had a small madrone tree to limb with the handsaw, which would make for a nice roller with its smooth bark surface. Once that was done, we started preparing the small redwood for cutting. It was long enough that we needed to cut it twice minimum. This was fine because we needed to use it as a roller for the big tree, and making a roller was going to take 2 cuts minimum anyway, which became 3 cuts. And we prepped bark for all 3 of these cuts first, 2 of which bark locations you can see in this camera view. This was a part of the trip where I found myself feeling grateful that I carried the heavy full-size axe nearly 12 miles into this complex, Redwood bark is thick and hairy. The older redwood was the thicker bark of the two, so having the axe made for more efficient cutting. Should be very, you might even be through. Yep, you're through. You can get your saw, okay. Want me to pull the wedge, or want me to take
the saw.
Saw to me.
I said uh-oh because this side moved.
It moved just a little bit. It did come down.
I need your legs.
All right. You want to push here, huh?
The part I'm worried about is getting stuck on that hill, so...
2, 3. Please, please, please. Oh, yes!
Awesome.
Woo!
Oh!
Oh,
So nice.
I love it when a massive log rolls off the trail.
And I think the packers will be happy with that.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Oh, nice job.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, and look, we have a new roller.
Yep, we can,
Just what we needed.
we can mop that off and give it a good roll.
Don't throw this away. We may need it.
Look at all those rings. That's about 15 inches in diameter.
Okay, I'm just curious. What happens if we try to push this?
Yeah, give it a little nudgy nudge.
Nothing. No, it's pretty solid in it.
All right.
Okay, I was waiting until we cut that to see about barking or like digging out.
Yeah, yeah. You want to trench it?
Actually, yeah, I have to trench it.
Okay. Let me get you the pigmatic.
Get a bite to eat or something.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put the saw together and switch out the GoPro.
Okay.
Cut number 3 on the small redwood required digging a trench under the pole of the tree to allow for a space for the saw teeth to pass through without touching the dirty ground. Betsy worked on the trench while I attached a handle to each end of the big saw and sprayed it with diesel. The tree was already barked from the first session, so when we got right to cutting, everything just went faster and more efficient. I know what you're thinking, watching Betsy saw with her body sandwiched between the earth and the massive pole of the large redwood. That thing could squish her like a red bug on a windshield. What you can't see easily in the film is the tree is well supported by the earth on both sides, making this a safe cutting location. Uncomfortable for sure, but safe nonetheless. Once we made it through, we rolled the small log under the big log so that they were perpendicular to each other. Then lifted one side of the small log to create a downhill plane for the big log to roll on. Next, it was time to debark the large redwood. The sun was high, it was hot, we were out of water, and Betsy took the empties to make a water run down to Redwood Creek and back, while I started the debarking process. Debarking this tree was enormously labor intensive. The bark was so thick and hairy that I found that I needed to make about 2 to 4 perfectly opposing axe hits for each segment around the circumference of our cut line. The log was so massive that I made cut rings without any angle of offset. 0 degrees would be the most energy efficient at this stage in the process. This choice increased our risk of the log binding in place after cutting, instead of rolling freely downhill. While I did not have enough strength to debark the underside of the log, and without it debarked, there was no way to start an underbuck cut with any level of efficiency. A strategy that would have helped reduce the probability of cracking. Cracking is generally a bad thing. Saw blades break or bind in the wood when a log this size cracks while cutting. You can buy a chainsaw anywhere, but you can't find a quality antique crosscut saw at any retail store or online store these days. Alright, so just barked a lot of this part of the tree. Pretty tired, pretty thirsty. Betsy's on a water run. This one was a little easier to bark. I'm running out of energy, so it's a little not as wide of a barking job as I would like. This one was a little easier to get done. So the saw's got a better path to the redwood. Whew. Time to put the handles on the saw and get everything ready to start cutting. We were just gonna have to risk our saws a bit on this one. However, it was a risk we were gonna take as a 2-human, small crew, mighty and low on energy. To be honest, going into this job, I was nervous that it would not be possible for small humans to get it done. The large redwood weighed several thousand pounds. For something that large, it would take strategic thinking, perfectly sequenced work task, gravity, assist on rollers, and luck. And going in, I wasn't sure if all that was gonna be possible. It was the reality of the situation, given our minimally viable 2-person trail crew. We had no choice but to embrace it. Small and mighty at heart, we would try to get the massive tree out. Soon enough, we got to cutting through the first big cut in the large redwood. It was so much easier than debarking. The sharp saw chewed through the fresh, wet, soft wood with ease, singing a high hum sound with each draw back and forth. The kerf was wide and it ate up wedges.
Okay, so now we're gonna just keep sawing. We're getting close.
Oh.
Let's try wedging it. Hold on.
Okay.
The last thing you ever want to do is jerk the saw, because that's how you break teeth. I'm gonna take the thing.
See what it is.
That way.
Oh, a little bit. Let's think about this.
Huh?
You want to tap that wedge more, or want me to?
My problem is I can't get in here to tap the wedge. Let me try one more time.
Because I can lift up on my side and maybe pop a wedge in from the bottom. Oh, I think we can. We're close.
We could pull it out and do the handle.
Let's get it out, yeah.
Oh, actually, let's see if we can saw some more.
Okay. Oh no, it's bound.
Okay, let me see if I can get another wedge. Do you have another one of these guys, the little guys?
Yeah, let me give you a yellow.
Yeah.
Here.
It's still far from the saw, right?
Yeah, you're 2 inches above the blade.
Okay, yeah, it's just saw.
You want to saw? Okay.
If we can. Okay, I'm gonna get on this safer side.
Okay.
Hold on, and I'm gonna tap the wedge. Okay, see if we can stop it.
Need to stroke again. Just like waking up on us. So when it does that, it binds. Oh, that's close. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Saw to me.
Saw to you with handle on. Good job.
Good job. It
We
didn't go where I thought it was gonna go, but it's not on the trail, so you're good.
will take it.
Good job, bud.
Oh man.
And you have one big wedge, right? Yes.
You have 3 wedges over there. That's
Yes.
all of them. Oh, I'm holding one in my hand.
Okay.
Whew! Oh man. I counted 113 rings. So I bet it's between 100 years and 120 years old. Which is not as old as I thought. But these things grow fast.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to figure out why this one fell over and all these other ones are fine, but I guess it was weaker. It's got a lot of burn.
Yeah, at the base it does. Oh, let's take some water, some food. Yeah, we're doing it. One step at a time. I think we have a good chance of that thing rolling off the hill.
Let's hope it rolls off the hill.
And before we knew it, we were on to the last and second cut of the big redwood. Cutting easy in this softwood. And this segment was shorter because it was narrower towards the top than the first cut. So it really didn't take too much energy, just wedges, patience, and time. And some misty sprays of diesel fuel on the old saw blade.
I think. No, I don't know.
All right, so my escape path, run down that trail.
Yes.
And I'm on the safe side right now.
And I will take the saw.
Yeah, yep.
I don't think anything's gonna happen there.
I think it's gonna roll towards the
Well, you know what it's gonna do? It's gonna do this until it lands on our roller down there.
and our roller up there.
See the roller down there?
Yeah.
Once it gets on that roller, it's not gonna keep doing this.
It's already on that roller, or it's like it's slowly getting on that roller more and
Once
more.
it gets there, it's not gonna keep falling open and down.
Stop. Let's take the wedges out.
No, I think we need to go because I'm kind of stuck.
Oh, are you? Well, that one's stuck too. So.
Do you want to tap these? Did it get on there yet?
Yeah, it's like slowly settling in.
Okay.
Good job, good job. All right. Oh.
What?
It's just starting to move.
It is starting to roll. But I can see that the bottom part is moving towards you. It's
Okay.
moved about an inch.
Oh, you're right. All right, let me take my hand off.
Yeah, take your hand off. And see the two wedges that were...
Yep, they're moving too. Head off. All right, handles off. I'm coming to the safer side. Let's see how this goes down.
You could chop this. Just get them snug.
Snug?
Yeah, that's good. How much saw is sticking out?
12 inches. Backing. Is it binding your sawdall?
Yeah. Maybe put some more wedges in here.
On your side. Oh,
Right.
oh, oh.
Just stick some more wedges in here. Buck, put some wedges in there. Well,
You want on top? Okay.
like a little bit towards me.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Still stuck.
Right now I'm unstuck.
Okay.
I saw.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna roll there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a time factor here. Like,
You gotta get
the
the wedges in before you lose the
turn
saw.
sideways.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, you want to tap those wedges?
Yep.
Or you may need to put one in low on this side.
Okay. Let's get these guys in.
So we don't want to. You don't want to get them. You don't want to tap them apart from each other. So they're almost apart from each other right now.
I'll get them back again.
It's because they're messed up.
Tap and top. Alright, we just tap them all.
That orange one at the bottom, I think that's the one to tap.
Okay. Tapping orange on bottom. You're so close.
I'm just embarking.
Do you want to try and kick it?
Let me finish this.
Oh,
Okay.
you finished it. is on our roller.
I can't tell you how many times we've been sawing something and it's just bark, and everyone's like, let's kick it. And we just like kick. Because there'll be like a little bit of wood left, or the bark is stronger than you think.
Alright.
You can leave that one there.
It's not moving.
Then we're gonna try to, you could axe it out.
Okay. Let's do that. But I was thinking straight cut, it'll go straight. I was thinking that this straight angle would keep it straight down the hill, but now it's bound on the other side of the log when it's lower in the, when it's like set down. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. That was unbelievable.
I am so glad. I was like,
I can't believe we
oh
just
no,
did
are
that.
both pieces gonna land in the trail? So that split, when it split down there, that split went all the way up to here.
Yeah,
I could kind of see part of it. Look, I mean, this guy did his job.
It did do its job.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we cleared that complex. We did it. 2 people putting the puzzle together piece by piece. Took a big notch out of that too. Yeah.
Our chop.
"26 by 28.
Nice.
So under 3 feet, but that was not easy.
See what that one is. That one's a lot taller. Partly because we weren't cutting that much.
22 by 22 and a half. Maybe 24 with bark. Man, I feel like I got a life goal.
Yeah,
You know, cutting a big redwood like that